Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I am here in the little, underwater area that I built last episode. That is because I've done some serious work here between episodes. So, the most notable of is if I come all the way up here and begin swimming in this direction. One thing you may notice immediately is that finally all that lava that was over there has finally dissipated. So I'm planning on getting rid of that enchanting table and moving it to the underwater portion in today's episode. So that is plan number one, but the actual big thing that I've done off camera here is you will notice that there is a big cut here in the ground. That is because there is now a massive perimeter going all around the actual area here that lines up as a cylinder with the bottom area down there. So if I actually climb down this ladder, then you will see, one, a whole bunch of slime, but two, when I get all the way actually down here is... Oh, wait, no slime spawn? Holy cow. That's a miracle! Why no slime spawn? That's interesting. But, you will notice that there is a lot of... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, this place was overflowing with slime the entirety of when I was working on it. And for the one time I'm not working on it, slime don't spawn, so... But, there is a large amount of light coming around the sides here. That is because, if I travel in the middle here, you'll see the void fog sets in, but when I travel to the edge, sunlight appears. That is because along the entire area of where this cylinder lies, that goes all the way up to the surface. And my goal now is to hollow out this entire floating chunk and turn it functionally into the massive tunnel that I was originally going to turn it into. So, I'm still planning on two ideas for this base. Because initially, I built this underground section here as like kind of a hub for an underground base. I was going to have a whole bunch of branching areas going off for little farms. But, I still want to do the underwater idea. So what I'm kind of hoping here is that this is like kind of a two-part base. The underground kind of area here for maybe like mob spawns or actual kind of different bits of more mechanical things, like probably just the more big grandiose kind of farms, I guess, but while the actual underwater portion will probably be more aesthetic, it will probably be the more small scale kind of stuff like an enchanting table, maybe like a little furnace system, kind of like things like that. Much smaller parts of the base. I also have... Oh, another slime spawn. I also have, because I decided to go through and redo all of my tools off episode, I now have a couple of work picks that have Silk Touch on them. So, because of that, I was getting a whole bunch of stone through this whole project. So, got a whole bunch of that, though I did have to grind up quite a bit of that. So, was making good use of the enchanting table now that I'm getting rid of it. So... But good work in there. Either way, I now not want to begin moving all of these actual resources up to the underwater base, because there's not much use underground here. Because underground here, I'm probably going to be transforming all of it once I get this massive block done over to what I was doing over here originally. Because originally here, I was wanting to turn the ground here entirely into bedrock and lava. And I'm still wanting to do that, because I feel like that would be a much better look than stones, bedrock, and torches. I would want an entire floor here of lava. It's going to be absurdly dangerous if I ever fall down here, but I think it would look really interesting and cool. So, that is still going to be my plan. I just now need to hollow out the massive chunk here. So that's going to be a thing that I slowly whittle down between episodes. But now I also have a whole bunch of stone, which was one of my limiting factors for working on both the main base and the void base. So I now have a massive amount of stone, and I'll have an even bigger source because I am, with the new anvil, using that in order to turn my work picks into silk touch picks. Because I have a whole bunch of random silk touch stuff that's just silk touch. It doesn't have efficiency or unbreaking. It's just silk touch picks, which I get annoyed at, because silk touch is one of the best working enchantments outside of just efficiency. Unbreaking is also just really nice. But silk touch is good because it gets me stone, and stone means I don't have to smelt cobble, because yes, cobble is useful, but I don't use cobble in my builds at all. I don't think I have a single base or a single build in this entire world that uses cobble in a notable degree. So almost all of it uses stone slabs. So now that I have all my work picks using that, I can now continue mining through this entire thing using silk touch, which will give me a nice degree going all the way through there. So I'll need to get this whole chunk mined out, but the thing I now want to do is come all the way up here and get rid of the first enchanting table I ever built here in this world, like, period. This was the first enchanting table. I don't have silk touch on my axe, sadly. I don't think, anyways. No, it's just efficiency. So I will have to recraft the bookshelves, but I have the wood for that. It's sadly wasteful, but I'm not about to go through the process of enchanting a whole bunch of... Oh! I was trying to process there, and I was trying to process what I was about to say there, and I completely missed the bridge. But either way, I'm going to be getting rid of the enchanting table and moving it to the underwater section. So I'm just going to get rid of this here very quickly and be back with you guys, hopefully with hollowing out a section for the underwater area. Okay, I've gone through and removed the enchanting table. I got all the resources here, so I am capable of reestablishing it again. I just need to recraft the bookshelves. I also made sure to get the mossy cobble because this stuff is quite rare. You can't make this stuff again, though I don't use it in anything. I literally made that enchanting table out of the stuff because I was actually getting kind of sad just storing it in my chest and mining it wherever I can find it. So I have like quite a bit of it, but I'm not using it, so I was getting a bit sad. But I got it now, so might use it down here on the water base. But now the only signs that I am here is the spider farm, the nether portal, the ladder, this perimeter, the bridge, and also this thing that I can't be bothered to fix, which is the old pumpkin melon farm that I was just mining out here on the beach to try to figure out how it works, and I'm not getting rid of it, because why would I bother? It's going to get destroyed when I remove the massive heap of land anyways, so cool. But the thing I want to do now is swim all the way out here to the actual underwater area and talk about how I'm going to do the extension of the base, because this is going to be the main lobby area. So you will enter in from over here or over here, over from the underground area. At the very top, I am planning on at the cylinder all the way up here. So there will be the little cylinder area. The nether portal will be put down. There will actually probably be several nether portals in that area. So that way they're like lining the outside. Then I'm going to want this large kind of dome going over the area, and this bridge to be cut short all the way to about there. So maybe actually all the way out there. Because I just don't want this big bridge going over the area. So that way it goes there and spirals down into the underwater portion of the base. I might just get rid of the bridge entirely because I don't use it, so it's just being a massive scrape in the middle of nothing and is just an annoyance, so probably just going to wind up getting rid of it, but I'm going to try to build it into the actual base where I can, because even though I use nether portals for everything, the old way that I used to travel still, like, somewhat matters to me, because I do want it to be a thing that I can possibly use. Even though I won't, I want it to be a feasibility. I want it to be something that I can use, possibly. But that is a project for the future. What I'm going to want to do now is push out this edge, because this will be the main lobby area. Over there will be how you connect the underground area to this area. and then over here will be the actual underwater section. So I'll have to break this dirt out and place glass above. So there's a little walkway here. Put bricks and sandstone in, along with a little pathway. The first two things I'm going to establish here is, one, the enchanting table, but two is going to be, well, three actually, now that I remember, but two is going to be a sheep farm, because all my floors are going to be made out of blue wool. So I'm going to want to get sheep down here, which is going to be really annoying. And number three, a storage system. A big storage system. I need to be storing a massive amount of stone over from that area. So I need a big bulk storage area. Not like what I have at the main base. I don't have bulk storage there. I have general storage. I need bulk storage. Something to store a massive amount of items. So I'm going to need to keep that in mind. I know I don't have a good track record when it comes to big storage systems, but I'm going to try. By the way, I love how squids just phase in over that area. But either way, now I need to push out this canal here and put in the tunnel. So I'm going to begin carving this out and push that back, and hopefully show you what I'm planning on doing for the enchanting area. So I'm going to begin carving this out, and I'll be back with you guys with this pushed out, and me showing you what I'm going to be doing with the enchanting area. Alright, so I've added a extension to the area, and I've done some filling out on it. So this is what I have decided to do with the area. There is the little tunnel way going off of here. I plan for it to extend in this direction and that direction, periodically going off. I might add some like curvature in, but right now I want to do a pretty standard shape. The gravel in this area is proving to be extraordinarily annoying. So I'm going to have to plan around that in the future. Apparently underwater is a little bit more difficult than I was initially planning when I first made this base, because when I first made it, I made it in some dirt here, but I was being flanked by a whole bunch of gravel, and over on this end, a whole bunch of sand. So I'm having to deal with falling blocks constantly while making this base, so this is an extraordinarily annoying tackle to go through. So, but nonetheless, this is what I've done for the base. I've ran out of bricks, so ignore this whole top thing here. I'm going to be changing it a bit so that way that works a little bit more. But we have here a whole bunch of storage. This is going to be for any tools that I have here. So I have a mass tool storage at my main base, but it's not actually mass tool storage. What it is a couple of chests that are sitting to the side, and I have a whole bunch of things overflowing into other chests that I desperately need to organize, so I plan on moving those all over to here. This is definitely more chests than what I have there, but we're probably going to have the classic situation of now that I have more chests, I'm probably going to do a bunch more enchanting, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing here. I have this center pillar here, so that way I can properly label where I'm going to be keeping everything, so here will probably be tool sets, armor sets, more tools, so it's probably going to be like helmet and chest, then like probably like helmets and chests, then like pants and legs, and then we're talking like sword, pick, shovel, and then two random things here, I'm not sure. I'm sure I can find something to put there. But yeah, that's what I'm currently doing for all the chests. Then we have this center pillar on top of a little enchanting area. So So here is enough bookshelves that this is a level 30 enchanting, so I actually can jump down there and jump out quite easily. It's not like my old one. If I fall in, I'm just trapped. I can actually walk around here and jump out as I feel. But I also am capable of accessing a ender chest, which is filled with random garbage at the current moment, an anvil, so that way I can move together picks, like just smash picks together. Then I also have a brewing stand here for just completion's sake. I'm probably never going to use the brewing stand here. Brewing was added to this game, and I've brewed approximately 2 potions. I think I brewed a little bit more than that, but I've brewed very little in this game. Probably might do more of it at some point, but I've just kind of proven to myself that it's a thing in the game that I'm probably never going to do, sadly. I think it's cool, but probably just not going to be doing too much of it. So, with that now built up, I can continue putting on expansions. However, I need more bricks, so I need to go out and get more bricks here between episodes, because I'm not going to be doing that in the middle of this episode. I am prioritizing a little bit of two things right now. So, now that that is properly working, I want to move the enchanting table in this episode. I felt it was extraordinarily important because I need enchanting. But now I want to, now that the enchanting is in a proper area where I'm not going to die to lava, I want to go back to working on the main pit here. So I might get some bricks here a little bit more down the line, but currently I'm really wanting to work on this pit. So probably going to be working on this quite a bit between episodes because I'm a little bit excited for this project. So probably going to be doing that every once in a while. But anyways, guys, that's probably going to be it for today's episode. Sadly, I wasn't able to do a whole ton of work on camera. Most of it had to be off camera, between episodes kind of stuff. I really wanted to get the pit finished before today's episode. So, sadly, a lot of that project cut into my actual recording time because of my stubbornness. So, that's always fun. But, luckily, that part of the project is finished. Now I just need to, whenever I feel like doing that again, I can just work on mining out parts of the pit, because I don't think I'm going to mine out the entirety of the pit between episodes. That's a bit of an excessive thing. I'm going to go through, like, 5, but not more than 5 picks. Probably like 50 picks is probably closer between those episodes, so can't exactly just do that off camera, so. But either way, guys, I do have some more enchanting I want to be doing between episodes because of this, so you need to get all those picks, so I'm just going to be grinding over here at the Enderman farm for a while between episodes. So, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have any ideas for projects you want me to see me be working on, in particular with the actual... Oh, and he is going to fall off the edge. Okay. I need to be careful where I'm looking, by the way, with those guys. Those guys can absolutely mess me up if I look at them incorrectly, so keep my eye on the ground here. So, either way, guys, that's probably going to be it for today's episode. If you have any ideas for things you want to see me work on, particularly any of my projects, feel free to tell me. I always love to hear different ideas for different projects that I can be doing here in the future, so just drop by and stop one of those up if you have one. But, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. So long. See ya. Bye.